I'm out here at our new Ridgeline Middle School, and I'm pleasure to have as my guest today, Callie DeMagiva, who teaches forensic science here. Callie, can you tell me a little bit about your certification or qualifications for this class?
Absolutely. So I started this class over a decade ago as just an enrichment in science. How do I get kids to learn science differently? And we have an amazing community here. I reached out to our Windsor Police Department, who hooked me up with some detectives in the department who taught me some of their tricks and things. I reached out to the Weld County crime lab. They got me some guest speakers to come help. And then I was very, very fortunate, about 4 years ago, Windsor got their first forensics analyst, their first specialized person. And through our school resource officer, Dylan Walker at Windsor Middle School, he got me connected with our forensics department at Windsor Police Department. And I've built a very strong relationship with them. And they said, hey, would you be interested in taking the certification course? I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Because I asked, how do I learn more about this? I don't do this for a job, and you have to be in police work to take some of these classes. And they said, well, we'll offer it during your spring break. So I took my spring break and completed the level 1 certification course, and very, very proud of myself and glad that they let me take that class.
So exciting, and a huge shout out to our police department for working with our educators to make opportunities available to our students that are so cool like this. I understand that you can process a crime scene.
I could. With my certification, I could be hired to go process crime scenes. I don't. Obviously, I work here. I still enjoy education. But yes, I've processed several mock crime scenes through my training and done those pieces.
So tell me what we're going to do here today.
We are going to take a fingerprint. And this is a very standard procedure. Fingerprinting has been the gold standard in forensic science for over 100 years. It was first used in Argentina in 1899. Wow. To solve a crime. And so fingerprints, if you watch any TV show, go to any court case, they want fingerprints.
Yes.
And so we're going to take a fingerprint today. Basic procedure, I'll show you. Take any of your fingers that you want. We're going to start from the side by our nail, roll across the pad, and you'll see your finger comes out nice and black. And then the trick is to bring the paper by the edge so that your fingers can hang over the edge. Same procedure. On the edge of the nail, roll it across.
Wow, that looks like a great print.
It's beautiful. Okay, you're up.
That.
Here we go. And you can pick up the pad so your finger's not.
Up the pad.
Yeah,
I'm
don't twist your wrist.
My finger.
That looks great.
Nice and black.
Yeah.
Let me go to the edge.
Yep, perfect, just like that.
Roll my finger.
You've got it. Beautiful.
So what are you looking for when you process a fingerprint?
Yes, so we're looking for the core pattern. There are 3 core patterns: arches, loops, and whorls. And arches are exactly what they sound like, just an arch, like a bridge. Loops make a loop like you're making a bunny ear on a shoestring, and then whorls make a complete circle at some point. So when we're looking at your fingerprint, if we look right in the middle here, you do have a circle. So you're in the whorl.
I'm the whorl.
So you're in the whorl. You're making that circle pattern here.
Okay.
Mine is a loop. Do you see how it comes in on one side and circles back out?
Yours is a loop.
Yes, and you've got a whorl.
A whorl. Imagine that.
35% of fingerprints are whorls. 60% are loops, so I have the most common, and only 5% are arches. Now, there's more to it. You can see these other characteristics down here. If I wanted to match and say this particular loop matches a fingerprint, say, to crime scene, I would be looking for these smaller, called minutia characteristics inside the fingerprint. That is a little bit tougher job. It takes a little bit more training. Sure. My kids do pull out their magnifying glasses and they search for those minutia. But that's what we're looking for. In the United States, we're looking for 12 to 16 of these print features to match, to say that this fingerprint from the crime scene matches a suspect.
So Callie, how do you use this to integrate into the curriculum you're teaching, and how do you use this fingerprinting lab to integrate into your curriculum that you're teaching?
We start with evidence that we see, eyewitness statements. Then we move into physical evidence, and my students investigate fingerprints. They learn to take fingerprints just the way you and I did. They take all 10 of their fingerprints. They identify all of the core patterns. Then we start to look at minutia, and I give them sample crime scene prints. We have a bakery robbery happening right now, and they've got fingerprints from the cash register, from the door, from the display case, and they've got 10 suspect fingerprints from a man. Whoa. Did this man rob the bakery? And so now it's not just about does the fingerprint match, but which fingerprint. If they have a doorknob with a fingerprint on it, doesn't necessarily mean he committed a crime. Maybe he just went to the bakery. But if you've got a crime scene print on, say, the cash register, not a lot of reasons to be in a bakery and legitimately touching the cash register if you don't work there. So obviously it enhances our science. We're using our critical thinking, we're making connections, they're making hypotheses, and then they're testing them out. We're going through the scientific method as we try things. Is this working? Is it not? But also, forensic science is such a great crossroads because we're reading, we're writing a report on, I can say this fingerprint matches, but can I write it in a legible way that I could put in court? Can I write a crime scene report? We have to read about procedures. We're reading about real cases. We're doing some math. We're talking about the percentages in our classroom and that we see. Is this percentage significant? If I see 2 out of 10 fingerprints match, is that a significant number or not? So it's a wonderful nexus between almost all of the disciplines. We're even throwing a little bit of art in there every once in a while.
That's so great. You do the cross-curricular.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for investing your time on your spring break so our kids can have this opportunity to learn and evaluate different prints and become sleuths. I will tell you right now, if you want to borrow my print to put on the bakery shop,
okay,
you're welcome to.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Yeah.
You always want to be able, when you sit on your seat, to have your feet flat on the ground.
We are working with third graders and second graders with our Safe Routes to School program. We are working specifically today on our bike rodeo. So these are going to be things that they will see out when they're in the real world, biking in their own neighborhoods. They're going to be seeing cars reversing, they're going to come to stop signs, and we're giving them a little snapshot in the gym on what that might look like.
Good job. We were hearing some feedback from families in the community that they wanted to see safer ways for kids to get to school. And so we decided to apply for Colorado Department of Transportation's Safe Routes to School grant. But we needed a lot of parent support to make it happen. And the parents showed up.
We're going to give you this blue one, okay?
We got over 25%, sometimes 30 to 35% at every school. So we were able to apply for the grant, and that is what is funding this program now. Another really great starting block for this program was a retired PE teacher from Windsor Middle School, Gary Mock, had started a very successful and well-loved bike education program. And we were able to work with Gary on creating bike and pedestrian curriculum for other grade levels. And Gary has continued as an instructor with the program and has shared his knowledge and long wisdom as a PE teacher in getting the program launched.
Parent volunteers come in, the parents see their kids in action and be able to help support some of the kids as well to learn how to stride on a bike and then work their way to pedaling as well. Windsor is a very unique town because of all of our trail systems that we have. And, you know, this is the starting point for these kids to be able to find that lifelong passion so that they can use all the amazing trails that we have in our community. When you learn to ride a bike, you're also learning how to interact with your community and be able to travel through your community, whether you're riding a bike or even just being a pedestrian.
Only about 25% of 18 to 24-year-olds are eligible to join the military, or as businesses say, are prepared for the workforce. I'm not okay with that. What I love about these CTE pathways is it gives students a hands-on opportunity to learn skills and apply themselves and earn certificates or get a great head start on a certificate pathway that they can then apply later on and be successful. When we passed this bond mill levy in 2022, I think there was a lot of buzz and a lot of excitement. And then when they saw it come to pass in the last year and a half after construction, parents and staff seeing what we have now, they're in complete awe. We have welding, heavy diesel automotive, agriculture, greenhouses, catering, culinary arts, pro-start kitchens, indoor-outdoor dining center. All those things people get real excited about. So when we talk to students, they love the hands-on learning. Parents always say, I never had that when I was in school. How is this even possible? It feels more like a junior college than it does public high school. Talking with Ames about this partnership, their automotive pathway, which is one of the best in northern Colorado, only has a gasoline automotive pathway. Them teaming up with Severance High School and Weld RE-4, they're able to offer an entire diesel automotive pathway in conjunction with Ames that wouldn't be offered if it wasn't here at Severance High School and through Weld RE-4. And so that is a community resource that's going to help and benefit all of Northern Colorado as these students get certified and go out and are able to fill these jobs. Additionally, if you get into welding, the agricultural piece, the culinary catering, ProStart pathways, and the other pathways we offer, we're preparing students to be successful in life beyond Severance High School as 18, 24-year-olds are contributing members to this community in the surrounding area and beyond. And so that's really exciting.